Hello, amazing people. How you doing? Let me turn this down. It's been a crazy, crazy day. Oh, I got on a tangent. I just got on a tangent. Watch out. Hold on a second. Okay. So, everyone can hear me, right? Appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. Let me get back here. Hey, okay, let's go through the comments before I get. I'm probably going to go off here a little bit. Let's see. John, how you doing driving home? Good. Brenda, thanks for joining us. Lola, awesome. Happy Easter, everyone. Good Friday. Good Friday. Good Friday. Sarah, how you doing? Hope you're well. Rob, let's go, baby. Yeah. Ann, how you doing? Sheila Sutton, hi. Happy Easter. John Jeffords, awesome. Fred, appreciate you, buddy. I'm going to be talking about Fred in a second. Venturini Motorsports has been sold off, meaning they're no more. Interesting. I had a, don't get me started. Hey, Sheila. Christine, Lola, Tony, how you doing, buddy? All right. Good Friday. Right? Good Friday. And if you go to Google right now and you type in what holiday is today, guess what it says? Guess what it says? Any guesses? Please write them in the comments. I'll give you a second. Write it in the comments. What holiday is today? Write your answer in the comments. I want to know. And I understand everyone wants to wish everyone a happy Easter, but let's go. Let's talk here. Let's talk. Write it in the comments. I know everyone's saying hello to everyone, but just write it in the comments. What holiday, and don't Google it, but just what holiday is today? What do you think? I'll go ahead and wait. There's probably about a 3-second or so delay, maybe 13 seconds. Go ahead, write it in the comments. I want to know what's going on. What is today? What is today? Well, Christine Jeffords says it's Good Friday. Okay. All right. Rob says it's Good Friday. Julie says it's Good Friday. Lola from Canada, another country, says it's Good Friday. Tina says it's Good Friday. It's Pennsylvania. They don't learn all the letters of words. They just all but the last letter. Good Friday. Good Friday. All right. So we can agree it's Good Friday. Now, if you ask Google straight up, what holiday is today? All right. On Friday, April 18th, 2025, there are several observances, including National Newspaper Columnist Day. Woo! World Marbles Day. All right. That's awesome. Let's go. And National Piñata Day. It's a national holiday. National Piñata Day. That's awesome. Additionally, it's also International Amateur Radio Day. They can't go to the Olympics for radio, but they can go to the Olympics for radio, but they can't go to the pros because they got to be amateur. Okay. So they can go, you'll see these guys in the Olympics. They need a holiday. National Exercise Day. Did you exercise today? If you don't, feel guilty. I did. It's very important on this day to have National Exercise Day, and it's Orthodox Good Friday. Got to have that. Kind of almost a afterthought, right? An afterthought. Kind of crazy. So then, I just thought, you know what? Okay, let's go and, listen, at the end of the day, okay, Google can do it at once, obviously. Yeah, but it's, you'd think it would just be like, hey, you know what? Today's Good Friday. I think we can all agree that there was a time and place where we could just say, you know what? That's Good Friday. And I'm not beating you over the head with religion. I'm not whatever. All right. I'm happy to say it's Kwanzaa or, 1,000 other different things. And I get it. It's not nationally recognized. But guess what isn't? Else isn't? National Marbles Day. Sheila, are you kidding around National Velociraptor Awareness Day? Are you kidding? Because I would believe it. But here's what gets even crazier. And man, I'm doing a whole study on this. All right. I said to Chat GPT, and I deal a lot with this stuff. I asked Chat GPT, why, when I asked Google what holiday was today, it doesn't mention Good Friday. The response was, well, great catch. And you're not the only one who has noticed that. Here's why Google may not show Good Friday when you ask what holiday is today. And then, we get the pretty reasons. Here we go. Top reasons Google might skip Good Friday. 1, it's not a federally recognized holiday in the United States. In the U.S., Good Friday is not a federal holiday. Google often prioritizes federal national holidays in their holiday results. Only a few U.S. states like Texas, New Jersey, and Indiana officially recognize it as a public holiday. So Google might say, no major holiday today unless you dig deeper or specify religious holidays. All right. Like Easter or Christmas, Hanukkah, I don't know. What are we doing here? All right. So you have to specify to just get a like a straight answer. All right. Don't you think we're overthinking this? I do. But here's the second reason. Algorithmic bias towards secular events. Huh. Wow. Interesting. Google's system often favors secular, inclusive, and widely observed events. Good Friday is not widely observed worldwide at all, or nationally even. Religious holidays, even major ones like Good Friday, are sometimes downplayed unless specifically asked for. Why? Google is making content decisions. There you go, right? And the question is, as a private company, does Google have that right? It's unfortunate, but yeah, I think in law, by the way everything is now, yeah, it is. Does that square itself correctly with the United States of America and what it was founded on and what its belief infrastructure has been and was by the founding fathers? I don't think so. However, I'll freely admit that there are all kinds of reasons why we're in this situation. It's a private company. Private company can do what it wants to do. It can censor whatever it wants. Well, the bottom line is there could be legislation to get past all of this. All right. But guess what? Companies like Google, owned by Alphabet, BlackRock, blah, 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 blah. More money than just money. All the social media companies, money. So they can basically censor how they want. And we can obviously find that there's an algorithmic bias towards secular events, not so good for religion, Christianity, in particular, in my case. And Good Friday is a part of that. Interesting. Let's move forward. The third reason why Google might skip Good Friday when you just ask it what holiday is today is your search may be geo-filtered. If you're in a region where Good Friday isn't a public day off, it may not show in the results unless you say, is today Good Friday? Or religious holidays today? All right. So they kind of, like hedge their bets there. Try asking instead, what Christian holiday is today? Or is today Good Friday? So, yeah, let's basically, we don't want it to give us an answer. We want to know the answer, and we're just asking, is what it's saying, which is ridiculous. And we all know it's ridiculous. And it's pathetic. It really is. This is a world we're living in, and yet politicians won't do anything about it because they're getting paid off. I guarantee it. They're getting paid off. This affects everything because I'm sorry, but man, if you belong to a business that, let's just say, builds, O-rings for pistons in a gasoline-powered car, and say, we get to a point where, on the climate side, that, listen, that's an internal combustion engine. No. So you can ask any question about a car, or, hey, I need an O-ring for my car, and it will, Google may just be like, yeah, you know what? We don't give any of that information unless you already know the part number and where to get it for the specific O-ring that you want. We're not going to even say anything, meaning you already know the information. So it's not going to give you anything, meaning it's kind of censoring. It's not across the board fair. I'm sorry. It's not, especially when it comes to any kind of faith value beliefs. It's ridiculous. Now, moreover, I asked, because I always have fun with this. Today is Good Friday, right? So I'm asking ChatGPT for straight up the same thing it's asking me to do with Google, but I'm asking ChatGPT for today is Good Friday, right? So I'm mentioning it. I'm just saying, hey, confirm it. Today's Good Friday, right? Here's my answer. Well, before I go any further, today is Good Friday, right? Let's see what you folks out there say. Tell me right now, and we'll say hello to Finn. Tell me what you think ChatGPT said in response to me saying, today is Good Friday, right? All right. Let's get your, it's a federal holiday in Canada. Wow. Come on. I need your responses here. Yep. Hi, Finn is here. Yes. I need your responses to what you think ChatGPT responded to when I said, today is Good Friday, right? I need your response. Tell me what you think. This is your chance. I don't have a lot of time tonight because I have an interview scheduled at 7. So I don't have a lot of time. So come on, give it to me. We need it. I need to hear where you're coming from. I need to hear it. Tell me what you think. All right? Tell me what you think. Let's see. Yes, it's Friday. It's a matter of opinion. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh man, hold on. Hey man, I'm on a live stream right now. But what's going on?
Oh, sorry, man. I wanted to ask a question about the interview for tonight. Whenever we join, does it go straight to the interview?
No, we're not recording. We're not recording live. We're not going live. It's all recorded, and I'll explain everything as soon as we get on at 7. Okay?
Oh, okay. All right, man.
Yep. No worries. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Right.
Bye. That's funny. So anyways, most likely it depends on your religious beliefs. It's good. For some people, yes. Jesus died on the cross. For me, it's definitely a holy day for me. I'm asking you what you think ChatGPT said when I asked it straight up. Today is Good Friday, right? The answer Actually, not today. This year, Good Friday fell on March 29th, 2024, which was a couple weeks ago. And in 2025, it'll be on April 18th, but today's date is Thursday, April 18th, 2025. So yes, next year, Good Friday will fall on this exact date, but this year is already past. What? That's why you have been expecting it today. You're just prophetically ahead of schedule. Want me to send you a Christian holiday calendar overlay or set up reminders for Good Friday, Passover, Resurrection Sunday, etc.? ChatGPT. And all I responded was, this is 2025. Response, 100%. You're absolutely right. And now the answer flips. So it was lying. It was being deceitful. It was not telling the truth. It was hiding the fact that today is Good Friday just as much as Google was. It knew the answer. It didn't tell me the truth. Yes, today is Good Friday. It finally said. Good Friday, April 18th, 2025. This year, 2025, Good Friday falls on Friday, April 18th. It commemorates the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and is observed by Christians around the world as a day of reflection, mourning, and reverence. Many churches hold solemn services, fasting, and readings of the Passion. So why didn't Google show it? Likely because it isn't a federal U.S. holiday. Google prioritized civic national observance. You're right to be confused and right to ask. And I just said, is World Marbles Day a national or federal holiday? And the response was, great question, and no. World Marbles Day is not a national or federal holiday anywhere. So, all of that is about to be expected. If you don't think you live in a world of censorship, friends, you need to wake up. Man, I'm seeing it more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And here's the thing. A lot of people are using AI. You can use it, straight up like ChatGPT or whatever you're doing. But we're using it everything from Word to Photoshop to everything that you are doing online right now. Your phones, the little Alexa, all that stuff. Everything is being run by something that will lie to you and deceive you. And more importantly, it'll placate you. It will pump you up to make you feel good about yourself, to cover up the lie. Teddy Haskell. This is what we're dealing with. And this is why free speech does not exist anymore. This week, coming up on the Ryan Files, I have an interesting episode with a guy named Johnny Cerrucci. We talked for over 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes is the episode time. I edited that down to about an hour plus. It's interesting. I don't agree with everything that we talked about, but I was challenged by it. I sent this out to a number of people, a number of friends of mine, Justin, Clint, Sean. I sent it out to Fred Slack, who's on here. We talked about it. And a lot of them had different opinions. I don't go down that road and whatnot, but that's why I edited it. I don't want to get my channel, I don't want to be deplatformed or whatnot, but what he's saying is interesting. And I think it might offend some people. If you're not hearing the whole message, if you're just going to go, guns blazing because you hear a word that triggers you or whatever. But it is interesting. And it's about the Roman Empire, and it never left, and it's still controlling us today in a different way than you might expect. and I want you to listen to it and have an open heart. I love each and every one of you. But I think this is an episode that needs to get out there and just be thought of, and take it just, and like I said, I say it, you don't have to believe everything that just happened, but if you believe opposite and you have to confirm why you believe that, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Truth will always survive the fire. It'll always survive the test. So if someone says something that you don't agree with, don't cancel it. Don't be like everyone else. Cancel it or whatnot. Just say, you know what? I don't agree with this. And I don't agree with this, not because it's an emotion, but because I know this, and this to be fact. I know this and this and this to be true. Because the bottom line is we live in a world, like I said, where free speech is dying. Because if you ask Google if today's Good Friday, it's not. So Johnny Cerrucci's coming up this week. I encourage you to watch it. The full episode audio, which, gets into some pretty dicey things. I'll be honest with you. It gets into some pretty dicey things. If you want to listen to it, though, I'm not going to be in the business of squashing free speech. You don't have to agree with Johnny. But if you want to hear it, you can. And if you want to be, and don't be the kind of person, and the way I'm setting it up, you can't be, but don't be the kind of person who's, and I guarantee you, I guarantee you, a lot of people, there will be some negative thoughts and emotions about this, but there'll also be some maybe enlightened people that just say, well, wow, I never knew that. That challenges my paradigm. So guess what? I'm going to do a little research into something to either prove my paradigm right or possibly prove it wrong, or at least have to change it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. We had a good week. ETA Files, Cody DNF last night was awesome. And that was a good talk, man. It was a good talk. I think it was a talk that needed to be had as well, because a lot of people weren't aware of things. And I love the fact that Cody came on and he crushed it. And for all the naysayers, he laid out a great argument, and I believe him. So there you go. And there's a special announcement I will be making here in the future. We're going to have Cody back on, Cody DNF back on the ETA Files in the future to talk about some things. It's really cool. We've got a young man by the name of Gray Galloway. I'm excited about this. I'm going to be interviewing him tonight. Young kid, but I'm excited to talk to him. He's up and coming, so we'll just see how it goes. That'll be fun. The week after that on ETA Files will be Lane Crew. And from Mansfield, Texas. And he's awesome. And I'm working on getting a legend on not long after that. The one and only Rick Saucedo. He's agreed to come on. We're just trying to coordinate best time and whatnot to do the interview. So, and things are crazy on my end right now with the Branson Elvis Festival coming up. So, anyway, a lot going on. But I think it's interesting, this moment I had right before. We're going to talk about a bunch of things tonight, and I just don't have a ton of time. But don't you think it's fascinating, the world we live in? And this is blatant. This is in your face. And I understand the comments. And there's just a lot of Ann said, it's a crazy world. Yeah, it's a crazy world. Or a what? Or wait, what? Or, oh my God. Or, all that. And there's jokes and everything about it. But the bottom line is this is not a joke. This is serious. And it's literally taking away the only thing that we have. I don't know. This was very disrupting and very disturbing to me tonight, as you might be able to tell. So Because once outside voices or differing voices are shut down, think about it. The richest companies in the world are the tech companies, and they are controlling the narrative on everything. So it's what they believe that gets out there. And if you don't believe what they believe, then you're going to be shut down and shut up. And who knows? They have the money to control everything, to influence legislation. Isn't it ironic that we're going through this era of just censorship beyond compare? Censorship, and I understand they're private companies, but guess what? They're using a public utility called the internet, all right, that nobody really owns. It's like worldwide. Okay, different people own different parts of it, different companies, governments, everything, but it's like a public utility, all right? It's like back in the old day, for all you people who get it, like a telephone company, Bell, telling people what they could or couldn't talk about on their phone calls. That's what it's like. That's what it is. Think about that. Very disturbing. We need to wake up. And it's not right and left, folks. It's not right and left. They want everyone out there to say it all. It's this guy because I'm on the right and I don't like the left, so that guy's the problem. And the people on the left are saying, no, it's that guy on the right that's a problem. And guess what? It's two sides of the same coin. Two sides of the same coin. It divides us. It's designed to divide us. And we'll focus on that. Meanwhile, your freedom of speech is being taken away by billionaires in the tech industry who are not even hiding it anymore. They're not even hiding it anymore. What holiday is today? Google. Friday, April 18th, 2025. There are several observances, including National Newspaper Columnist Day. Yay. World Marbles Day. Yay. National Piñata Day. It's the top three. That's the big ones. Those are the ones that matter. Think about it, folks. We're going to be getting into some really, really, really big topics coming up over the next few weeks on the Riot Files. But anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I need to get out of here, get ready for my interview tonight with a young buck who's up and coming, ETA Files. But man, I appreciate you guys so much. We're going to start doing shorts. It's time to do it. Be putting out 2 to 3 shorts a week per episode. So look for those and get the word out. We're getting to the point where we're getting a new audience. Oh, by the way, we reached 1.5K today on the subscription side. And amidst major squashing by the YouTube algorithm because we're talking about things exactly like this. But you know what? It's stuff that matters. So think about it. I love you guys and appreciate you so much. Thank you. Have a beautiful week. And it's Easter weekend. Remember the reason for the season, even though we're basically Easter is it's built on a pagan holiday, but in your heart, know what it is if you're celebrating it for the right reasons. And that is that today is the day that Jesus died on the cross for your sins and went through horrible torture, pain, suffering. And on Sunday, the thing that changed everything. Think about it. Love you guys. Be amazing. We'll talk soon and be awesome. Thank you guys. Cheers.